The Railway to Kakia, 9211. By
Part-time Tales.
The two continued to stand there, fear gripping both of them. Through the silence, they heard a little girl's giggle. The two whipped around suddenly, casting their lights on a figure sitting there. Noah's eyes squinted, trying to make out the figure in front of them. His camera zoomed in and out, trying to focus on the shadowy figure in front of them until it finally came to a clear and distinguishable rest. It was a little Indian girl, no more than 8 years old. She stood barefoot, wearing what appeared to be a shredded loincloth not covering much. Around her neck was a series of old beaded necklaces draping across her chest. Noah's face scrunched into confusion and annoyance. "What the F?" he proclaimed aloud. Cara turned to him aggressively. "Noah, watch your mouth, she's a little kid." Irritated, Noah looked toward his girlfriend.
"Are you kidding me?"
He barked back.
"A little, half-naked Indian girl is standing in front of us in a dark room and you're getting onto me for my language?"
Cara threw her hand up over her nose toward him.
"Quiet! She's clearly homeless and needs help."
Noah rolled his eyes, turning his attention back toward the little girl. "Hey kid, are you okay?" he proclaimed. The girl folded her hands in front of her and tilted her head, showing confusion. Cara slowly started to approach her and began to speak very softly. "Are you okay? Did someone leave you down here?" she said in a comforting voice. The girl's attention trained on her, saying nothing but sporting a look of confusion. Cara began to get closer until she was about 3 feet from the girl. She knelt down and lightly extended her hand. "Are you okay? Do you live down here?" she continued to speak, trying to reassure the girl that they were no threat. "I don't know if she knows English," she thought to herself, "but if I can speak softly, she'll know that I'm not a threat." Still kneeling in front of her, Cara turned her attention to Noah. "Hey, throw me your hoodie," she proclaimed. Noah looked irritated. "Why?" he sharply barked at her. Cara, absolutely irritated at the selfish question, sharply replied, "What do you mean why? Look at her, she's probably freezing." Noah shrugged his shoulders, lightly gesturing toward her. "She seems fine. Besides, it's warm in here." Cara scowled at Noah. She turned back to the little girl, placing her hand on her shoulder, lightly rubbing her. "She feels warm to the touch," Cara thought to herself. "Are you okay? Are you warm right now?" The girl's head and eyes slowly turned to Cara's hand and then back to her face. And in the most crisp, proper English possible, she spoke.
"Who are you?"
Cara's eyes got big. Something about the little girl's speech was unsettling. Not only did she speak English, but it was an unbroken accent, almost. Before Cara could finish the thought, Noah jumped in. "Hey, can you tell us more about this place? Do you live down here with your parents or something? Are there others? Is this place haunted?" The little girl's eyes continued to focus on Cara, her gaze never leaving.
"Who are you?"
The little girl's voice sounded polite, and yet her gaze seemed intense as she spoke. Cara slowly pulled her hand back and stood up. She gestured toward herself and Noah, answering the question. "I'm Cara and this is my boyfriend, Noah." The little girl glanced over at Noah and then back to Cara. She slightly tilted her head and spoke softly again.
"What are you doing here?"
Cara, now feeling a little silly about their reason, reluctantly decided to answer. "Well, we're actually hunting for ghosts. You know, for YouTube." The little girl tilted her head like a puppy trying to figure out its owner's commands.
"Ghosts?"
she softly questioned. Hearing that reaction, Cara suddenly felt really stupid for some reason. They traveled halfway across the world, ran from authorities, and now were face to face with some impoverished kid all to get some views on YouTube. Noah decided to jump into the conversation again. "Yeah, ghosts. Is this place haunted?" he proclaimed. "It'll get us some really sick views." The girl said nothing, as if Noah was speaking a foreign language. Cara then jumped back in the conversation, hoping to try to gain the girl's trust and figure out why she was down here. "What's your name?" The girl said nothing, still appearing confused. "Do you live down here?" Cara asked, reluctantly trying not to offend. The girl lightly smiled, her eyes moving around the room and then back to Cara.
Live. Yes, this is my home.
Hearing this, Kara's heart sank. This poor homeless girl lives in a train tunnel, wearing rags, probably eating God knows what. "I have to help her," she thought to herself. Before she could say anything, Noah jumped back in. "Hey, if this is your home, we can leave," he said, gesturing his hands up. Noah showed no regard for the situation. The little girl's smile became almost arrogant as she replied.
Yes, that would probably be the best.
The two of them looked at each other, puzzled, then back at the little girl.
You can't go back that way. It's sealed.